This is all about how I learned about reincarnation. That it's actually real and it's not just some fake wishy-washy belief. For animals anyways. And this is my experience that I picked up on, okay? Okay. I was downtown, walking around, saying, I don't give a fuck, I'm going to go home. I'm tired, I give up. I just don't want to talk to you. And I was wanting to go to sleep, I guess. So you don't have to be in a good mood or a positive mood to be psychic at all. You don't have to do any of that. You can be sad, depressed, tired, whatever. You can still pick up things from the table. Well, there's this guy that walked by. I was like, hey, what's your astrology sign? Oh, he's like Virgo. I'm like, oh, that's my Sagittarius sign. That's what I tell everybody now. No, you're thinking. But anyways, I was talking about astrology, and then all of a sudden I picked up on family members of his while I was walking with him, and like all kinds of different people, and that he had experience with alien encounters and everything. But like this isn't really good reading. It lasted for so long, but the main things was I told him that he used to live in a trailer. He has a dog named Michael, because he was all floating around in the sky. Virgo, just scaring around a big spirits in them, and communicating with me. Well, that was true. Who names their dog Michael? This guy did. This Virgo guy did. And the dog had ears that stood up, and it was a gray and dark gray body, a long muzzle, a very tall, lanky, skinny, long-armed dog. Looked like an Egyptian dog, is what I told him. And the dog told me his name was Michael. Hello, cool. Confirmation from the Virgo. Okay, then the dog also told me he's Aquarius. I said, well, Mr. Virgo, what's your dog's birthday? And I want to write down his astrology sign and the dog's astrology sign. I wrote Aqua on the ground and let him see it. And then I asked him, when's this dog's birthday? Michael. He said February 12th. I'm like, wow, that's Abraham Lincoln's birthday. He's in Aquarius, moon in Capricorn. And that's great. Or maybe Abraham Lincoln could be a Pisces. Man, one of the presidents, whatever it was, had moon in Capricorn, and he was an Aquarius or something like that. And I was like, that doesn't mean the dog is not a moon in Aquarius. That doesn't mean the dog is a moon in Capricorn. I mean, the dog was actually Aquarius. God, that sucks. Like, whatever. The dog was born February 12th, so it really was Aquarius, like it told me. There you go. That's confirmation there. It also told me he used to live in a trailer park with him, and that was true, and that he would smell cinnamon rolls because he's always smelled cinnamon rolls, and when he came home, the Virgo gave him cinnamon rolls, which is, what a great grass, right? And then, like, all of a sudden, the dog showed me these two birds that also existed in the trailer, and that it was this grandma bird that was green, and this yellow bird that was a boy who stayed in the cage, and because he wasn't clipped, so he got to stay in a cage with the grandma bird, parakeet, or parrot, or whatever, because it's kind of big, and could stay outside of the trailer, inside, or whatever, and float around and ride the dog's back. And it was true, they coexisted, and the grandma bird told me it came from a glass bird cage, and it was in a cafeteria, bye-bye cafeteria, like in the cafeteria. So who would have these animals near a cafeteria food? But it did, and it worked. And it was actually a homeless shelter that he actually worked and served food, and he got to get freaking cinnamon rolls for the freaking dog. And that's so cool, and he got to bring those birds home. The dog, Michael, told me about how he'd reincarnate into the Virgo. Ever since the Virgo was a little boy, he would be this dog, like this white dog with apricot spots on it. It would have little flappy long ears, and it was like this size, a little sheepdog or whatever. And then it became this other dog that looked like the masked dog, another white one with apricot spot on it, with little ears that went up and little flop down at the tips, but it's still gonna. And then a black dog that was like a poodle or something like that, or a sheepdog, or I don't know, like a lop or something like that. Or it was just a black dog, I don't know. But this is what it reincarnated as these bodies went by. And he said, I would come to you now, but your family won't let me. And I asked the Virgo, I was like, what does that mean, you know, your family won't let them come? And he said, well, I'm living with my mom right now, and we're not allowed to have animals inside. And then the dog says, I'll come back to you in 2 years. So, well, Mr. Virgo, what does that mean that he's coming back for you in 2 years? And he said that his wife was going to get out of prison or whatever, and they were going to get a dog together. And then the dog said, I'll come back to you as a girl or with a girl. And he said, yeah, she was talking about wanting to get a girl. And so that's what the Michael dog told me. Isn't that interesting? You can pick which boy-girl body that it's knowingly going to go into and come back to them. But that's what they were discussing, if they wanted a boy or a girl. So now the dog, Michael, can be a girl or a boy. It could be any color, any species of dog that are different in size and shape. So that's wonderful. So that's what I learned through that experience. It's so amazing, and that birds talk to you too very clearly. I mean, what do you think is the most clearest, most conversative, knowledging to learn from? A spirit, family member, a friend, an animal, an alien, an angel, Jesus. It would be the animals is why because they talk more. They are clear. They give you a conversation, mostly even about their foods and stuff. Oh yeah, that's right. Michael told me when he was the Egyptian dog, obviously, the last life he had until he's about to reincarnate again back towards this Virgo. Wonder why they love the Virgo and they should be together forever, and why he wants that, because he loves the food. Well, the Virgo in my visions fed the dog a skinned ball grapefruit, not a tangerine, nor it was a tangerine. It was not a grapefruit. I think it was a tangerine. It wasn't orange, but that's what it was. One of those. But I said it so fast that I mentioned all those things before when I told the story. I think it was tangerine. It was not grapefruit. I'm getting confused. But the dog ate it. Like, you know, the garbage disposal dogs. I mean, how many dogs really actually eat fruit like that? Not every dog does. But this dog did. And that's what the Virgo confirmed to me, that I was true in the backyard of the trailer. And I told him what the trailer looked like inside. How you walk in, there's a hallway. Or you walk into this space that can be a living room or whatever, and then there's this counter that is a kitchen, and then on the left of you, behind you, in front of you right there, will be the hallway to the living room, where, you know, there was a door here. Wait, if you're facing this way, the door would be right here, and here's the couch facing that way. And there was a blanket that was quilts, and I said it was like black and red and white and green and all this other colors. And then there was a round wooden table, I think that was oval or whatever. And the bird, there was no other furniture. It was like but TV, an old TV, and the dog was freely walking around, and it was really cool. But whatever. And then I envisioned that his wife had, her hair was up and stuff, kind of like this, and it was blondish, sandy blonde, and she's heavyweight, and she had like blue-gray eyes, and that was true and stuff. She had a big nose, and you know, like pug nose, whatever. I think that's what it's called. And then that was all true. And it was pretty cool. I think I picked up on something about his brother or something. But the end of the topping on the cake was kind of like, something happened. I don't remember. That's what he told me, the dog. That was the point of that, the reincarnation. So interesting. Meow, 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 meow. Look at that.